It's time for Lander Valley Basketball. Coming up on the Porter's Tailgate Show live on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM and streaming online on the County 10 YouTube channel. You will hear about today's games, updates from around Fremont County, and catch up with the Lander coaches and athletes. Now, let's send it to the voice of the Tigers. Here's Wyatt Barichka and Riley Bullion.
The Porter's Tailgate Show live at the Rec Center in Douglas, Wyoming. Actually at the Douglas High School, but they also got a Rec Center here as well as we get set for the Lander Tigers' first game here at the Douglas Classic when they take on Burns, the Burns Broncs. Again, thank you guys for joining this broadcast. How you may be streaming, Facebook, YouTube, or on radio. KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. You can also listen to that radio broadcast at County10.com. Wyatt Barichka joined alongside Riley Bullion, Jared Anderson at Radio Control. And again, thank you all for being a part of this stream. Burns Broncs would host a Winter Classic. They would go 2-2 on the weekend. They would defeat Torrington 54-49. They would defeat Wheatland 47-41. And then they would fall their next two games to Thermopolis 67-43. And then they would fall to Southeast 57-35. As the Burns Broncs are coached they're coached by, as I'm getting everything wrong here, Riley, and there we go. It's Curtis Suloff. Sorry, I'm finally getting there, but Riley, both teams kind of having a decent weekend, and now they're trying to get their first game of the Classic with a win.
You know, both teams kind of looking similar records. I mean, Burns they are 2-2. They've obviously played more games than what Lander has, but Lander hasn't really had that many opportunities to play as many games as they wanted.
Yeah, the Tigers coming in 1-1. They would fall to Powell in overtime 67-61. It actually snapped a 4-game winning streak that the Tigers had against the Panthers from Powell. Lander would then fall to Star Valley 51-29, and then they would fall, I believe it's actually 51-39. I apologize for that. And then they would defeat Cheyenne South. That would be a game in which Bennett Washburn finished with 22 points. 3 players that were in double-digit figures. That was Abe Lopez and Brennan Stauffenberg. As, again, Landers go 1-2. They're going to look to get a win here to start the Douglas Classic, as it's the last time they'll see action until January 5th. It was actually a game added to the schedule. They'll take on Rollins. We'll have that action for you guys. In Rollins, again, Wyatt Barichka joining alongside Riley. So this is the last opportunity to see what you get before basically really a couple weeks off of basketball. I mean, now granted, their game against Rollins isn't a conference game, so that does help out a little bit as well. But like you said, they've got that long break that they have to work through, you know, the Christmas season coming up and everything. So it'll be interesting to see how this game unfolds and how the weekend unfolds, really, as they've only played one tournament. Douglas defeated Wheatland earlier in this Classic to actually kick off the Douglas Classic for the varsity side, and then Douglas is back in action tonight at 7:30 against Lovell. And then tomorrow, Lander will play 2 games. They'll play Wheatland at 11 a.m., and then they will match up against Douglas for the final game of the Douglas Classic at 4 p.m. As Douglas is actually the number 1 ranked team in Class 3A. Douglas was one of the state champion, or it was a state runner-up. We'll talk more about that game tomorrow as this one goes on. Again, you're tuned in to the Porter's Tailgate Show. Also, a big shout-out to Wind River Internet for providing today's live stream of Lander basketball. And again, we want to just kind of clarify, everybody, the Lady Tigers are currently in Lander. They're hosting the Lander Classic. We're not able to provide a stream because we're here trying to cover the boys' games, but if you guys are in Lander, go support the Lady Tigers. They are definitely playing a game, as they actually fell to Wheatland earlier today. Actually, just moments ago. It was a final of 43-38. So a 5-point difference right there as well. As we're going to step aside for our first time out. When we come back, we will get a quick Fremont County update and then right into head coach Stu Mullins' interview. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor of sports in Fremont County. Elevate offers physical and occupational therapy and specializes in hand therapy. Elevate Rehab also offers one-on-one personalized treatment for every patient. Their dedicated team of highly skilled and specialized therapists will help you on your journey back to better health and mobility. Elevate Rehab, 535 East Main, Suite D in Lander.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, Lander, Wyoming. Wyatt Barichka alongside Riley Boyd. As Fremont County seeing a lot of home basketball action, Riley, as well. So just there's Shoshone Invite, there's Wind River, Wyoming Indian basketball, St. Stephen's basketball, lots of action happening.
The Lander game, as we said earlier, Lander fell to Wheatland 43-38. Riverton girls fell to Mountain View 53-34. The Shoshone Wranglers lost 65-49 in the girls. And then heading over to the boys, Riverton won against Grace, Idaho 60-41. Wind River would beat number 3 Tongue River on the boys' side 70-62, and then Shoshone would also win 64-21.
If you want to know any of the games, check out the County 10 schedule or the Fremont County sports schedule at county10.com. We're actually going to get right into Stu Mullins' interview, so here is that interview for you guys right now. Back here on the County 10 Sports Network here with head coach Stu Mullins. Coach, the thing that kind of got to my head is you wanted good games, and you got 3 really good games. So just kind of talk about the weekend. What are some positives that you saw?
Yeah, we talked about it after the game, but, looking back at the film, really just appreciated our fight to get back into those first couple of games. And, and then in the third game, we're up big and give up a big run, obviously, and want to clean those things up. But at the same time, they sustained and then pushed out the lead at the end. And so, two different skill sets like we talked about at the end of the game there. But, at least we had those. You could easily folded in both of those games, and you could have, really got frustrated and went the other way against a good Cheyenne South team. So that's generally, I think that's really what I like to see.
You were talking about in the last post-game show, you were talking about the bench doing stuff in that game. Just how good was it to see the bench early in the season contributing?
Huge. Yeah, that's a really good point. We knew we needed to develop depth, and we still have to. But I think it was good for their confidence to go in there. You have Brooklyn go in there and hit a 3, and Keaton really showed how well he could play, in certain spots, and Talon Whalen is just getting better and better, and he's always in the right spot, always makes the easy plays. And so, there's a reason those kids play, and I think them to kind of see that game speed and get that confidence was really important for them.
Going into another classic tournament, you got 3 opponents in 2 days. Just what are you looking in this particular weekend before the Christmas break?
Yeah, I think in general we didn't play very well this last weekend, and took a lot of really bad shots and turned the ball over way too much, and so those are the areas I really want us to see. Our defensive effort against Star Valley wasn't great, and so just our activity level and staying engaged. Even if you have empty possessions, 2 or 3 times, you got to continue to fight on the defensive end. And so, those are the areas I really want to see us kind of turn the corner is being stronger with the ball, taking better shots, and keeping our defensive activity up.
You were mentioning that your 2-3 defense was kind of something you guys were going to use more in the season. What was that 2-3 defense like last weekend? How is it going to be important for this weekend?
Yeah, there was a lot of things to clean up. The good thing about that defense, is you really dictate what the offense does. Normally teams only spend about 10 minutes a week on their 2-3 offense, and because you see a lot of man. And so, for us, we see that as a positive thing. There's only so many ways you can run a zone offense.
We're going to have to actually cut that break for you guys as we're going to get you guys the starting lineup. So we'll start with actually the Lander Tigers starting lineup. It's actually going to be the same 5 as Saturday. As the start looks like this: Casey McClung, number 3, a 6'1 senior. Number 10, Braden Lincoln, a 5'9 senior. Number 15, a 6'3 junior who put 22 points up in Bennett Washburn. 23, Brandon Stauffenberg, a senior. And then number 24, Abe Lopez, the senior for the Lander Tigers. The Tigers are going to be in their road uniforms with the black uniforms, white numbers with the green stripe. It's going to be Stauffenberg to tip things off here for the Tigers, and he will actually get control. And it's going to be Tiger basketball to start things off. McClung will give it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg now is looking as Abe Lopez is getting really good defense there for the Tigers. Lopez trying to drive in. Stop. Nice pass inside of Washburn. Will lay it in for 2.
That's another one of those plays that we saw all of last weekend was a little dip and dive down to Washburn to let him get some work down in the paint.
Tigers going to continue to run that 2-3 defense. As Burns now going to try to drive in. Here's David. We'll kick it out here to Hape and can't get it. That's no good. Put back is also not good. And that's 2 misses there. But Stauffenberg with the rebound. Washburn, baseline, has a chance to score another one. He'll put it up. That's no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Hape. Blackham will give it off here to Pasecki. Pasecki getting the ball moved for the Bronx. Allen now swinging it. Here's a 3-point shot by Pasecki. That's good. And Burns is on the board and has an early lead, 3-2 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lopez, give it off here to McClung. McClung goes baseline, kick out to Lincoln. Lincoln will chuck a 3. That's no good. And Washburn will come for the rebound, and McClung will get it up and good.
Good rebound by Washburn, and then hand that off to McClung. Let him do some work down in the paint himself.
As the Tigers now lead once again. Here's a 3. That one's no good. Stauffenberg with the rebound. As that 3-point attempt there was made, or it was taken by Lacken. Stauffenberg will take it to the bucket.
Stauffenberg had all intent there of not getting rid of that one and making his own lane to the basket and getting 2 points out of it.
Burns now with the basketball. Here's a cross-court pass. It'll go out of bounds as that pass attempt was there for David. Lacken was making the play. It's a turnover. Only 2 minutes into the ball game. Riley, a difference. Lander, 7 shots already taken. Burns with only 4. And only made 1 shot. Stauffenberg, far side. Give it off here to McClung. He'll try to drive in. Looks for the inside pass. Is Washburn. Washburn now. He had Lopez open if he wanted to pass it. McClung for 3. That's no good. Washburn with the rebound. Put back is no good. And it's going to be a foul. So Washburn gets his own rebound. He tried to do a putback shot. And that's no good either.
Washburn is also going to be called for the foul there. That's going to be his first personal, first team for Lander.
So I'm already behind on the scoring, Riley, on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard on the live stream. Get Riley running camera as well. So 2-man crew today. Here's the Bronx. Pasecki kick out to Hape. Hape for 3. That's no good. Washburn with the rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds, and it will be Tiger basketball. I think the Bronx think they were going to get it back. They're going to give credit for the rebound to Washburn. McClung will cross the timeline, behind the back, drive in, give it to Lincoln, swing to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, drive in, gives the power, he'll put it up, and 1.
Something that we've noticed with Lander is the quick ball movement, getting everything around, trying to get things going. to start a game off.
This is going to be the first charity stripe shot, so it's only going to be one for the Tigers. As Stauffenberg can't make it, Lopez will knock it out. And the one free throw attempt, and no good. Bronx basketball now. It's 8-3 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. If you're listening on radio, we got a YouTube stream. County 10 on YouTube and on Facebook. Here's a drive. Shot, no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Washburn. And once again, the Tigers with the basketball. Pass to Lopez. Lopez going to try to drive in. Back to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to launch a three. This one, no good. Lincoln with the rebound, as Lincoln will give it off here to Lopez. And nice pass for Lincoln to get it. You get the rebound, and you're rewarded with points.
That's always one way to do it. Get your own, not your own rebound, but a rebound.
As the Tigers now lead 10-3. Zone for the Tigers so far working out here. As now the Bronx now with the basketball. Here's a pass out to Allen, and then Stauffenberg comes up with it. As Lincoln will give it to Washburn. Washburn going to try to drive it right back to Lincoln. Lincoln bounce that to Stauffenberg, and Stauffenberg can't corral it. McClung comes up with it. Stauffenberg tries to drive in. It's stolen away. Now the pace coming up, and then you got Lacken, who's going to go out of bounds, and it will be a turnover, as we're going to see a new Bronx check in. Mason Medley checks in for the first time today. This Bronx team, 7 seniors this season. Lopez, he'll launch a three. That one is good. And Lopez on the board for the Tigers, as it's a 10-point lead with 3:40 to go. Lopez playing some pressure defense here, as we're seeing Medlin give it off here to Allen. Bronx moving the basketball around. Pisecki, he'll try to drive in. He'll get 2 free throws after the foul on that play. I believe you're going to get Stauffenberg. And they are going to call it on Stauffenberg. That'll be his first foul, first team foul. It's kind of weird. It's the same scoreboard, but it's an older version of the new scoreboards. So to say, is that first free throw is up and good for Pisecki. As Talon Whelan has checked in for the Tigers, first time today. 3:28 to go after this free throw. Second free throw up and good, as here's a long pass to Whelan. He'll try to put a floater up, and that's no good either.
Good idea with the pass. Just missed shot there.
Pisecki trying to go around the defense. Again, Tigers really going with that 2-3 zone defense. Talking with head coach Stu Mullins, this is a thing they kind of practice a lot during the offseason. As Pisecki going to try to drive in, goes around Stauffenberg, now goes right around the court. Pisecki bounce pass that to Allen. Now here's a chance, and you got a timeout taken by Burns. That'll be their first timeout. We'll see how long this timeout is. It's a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinics to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved, as Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. Their knowledgeable staff is happy to help with any questions you may have. Stop in at Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. So first timeout taken there by the Bronx. It'll be Bronx basketball on the sideline. Pisecki gets the inbound. Pisecki give it off here to Allen. Allen guarded by Whelan. Pressure defense. Now the Tigers. Looks like they're running man now. Pisecki pass off here to Medlin for the 2. That's no good. Stauffenberg with the rebound. And Stauffenberg will push the pace. He fakes the pass. He'll take it in. coast to coast.
2 times now that Stauffenberg has taken the ball from one side of the court to the other without passing it.
And it's a 10-point lead once again, 15-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard, 2:09 to go. Pisecki, I feel like we're saying his name quite a bit early in this one. Allen inside pass to Medling, and here's a pass, nice kick out to David for 3. That's no good, and it's going to be McClung with the rebound. He was trying to throw it off, and it's no good, and then Tigers still end up with the basketball. Lopez tries to take it. He's going to be fouled, and I believe this looked like it was on the shot. Lopez is going to go to the free throw line, and that is the case. And I believe you're going to get David with his first foul.
First foul, second team.
Lopez going to the free throw line. Tigers already 0 for 1 today after Stauffenberg attempted an and one. As Lopez will convert on that one. The Bronx will make a substitution. Number 22, Angel Chavez. This is one of the 7 seniors on this team. All starters were all seniors for Burns. By the way, unfortunately, we weren't able to get the starting lineup, and substitution, Keaton Iron Eyes has checked into the ball game as Lopez converts 2 of 2. 1:45 to go in quarter number 1. Again, Tigers are in action tomorrow, and we are going to try to provide updates with the Lady Tigers game when we can. They're supposed to be back in action here in about 15 minutes or so. Washburn comes up with it, and then you get a timeout taken by head coach Dumont. Good timeout taken there, and this will probably just be another quick 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here as well.
30-second timeout.
Again, Tigers lead 17-5 early in this one with 90 seconds to go.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS Athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, pellet, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton, online at mvs.com.
Probably should have, with the snowstorm that came in, probably should have prepared for that. We definitely did not on our end, that's for sure as well. 90 seconds to go. It's going to be Tiger basketball. Washburn will inbound it to McClung. Bronx showing pressure here. Again, 17-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Wheeling going to drive in, looks for Lopez. Lopez, Euro step to Iron Eyes for 2. That's good.
And that's something I feel like we've seen all ball game so far is really good ball movement by Lander.
Yeah, definitely noticed that too, right? That's a good point. And Lopez going to be called for the foul on the play as he tried to reach in a little too much on that one. It's only I have third team foul, but the scoreboard says 2. I might have gave somebody an extra foul. Yeah, I believe actually should be the third team foul, but scoreboard says differently. Lincoln back into the game. Lopez comes out. Bronx basketball. Chavez won't give it off here to Allen. Allen matched up with Lincoln. As McClung with the steal. Nice defensive play. McClung was looking for Whelan, and it's stolen right back. So basically a change of possession within 5 seconds. Under a minute to play here at the Douglas Rec Center, Douglas Gymnasium. There's a pass stolen by Whelan. Lincoln's going to come up with it. Lincoln trying to drive in, kick out to Washburn. Washburn drives in, back to Lincoln. Lincoln doesn't take the 3, back to Washburn. He'll launch a 3. Washburn's shot, back iron, no good. And it's going to be rebounded there by Chavez. 20 seconds to go. Bronx can hold for the last shot if they want. As notice with the Riverton games, Riley, we'll talk about this maybe a little bit more. Here's a 3 for Pisecki. That's no good. And Whelan comes up with the rebound. Idaho teams are going to play with shot clocks next year. Montana has just approved it as well. You got to wonder when Wyoming will see the shot clock come into play. Because really, if you're on defense, you can probably play defense for 2 or 3 minutes at a time.
That'll definitely change how things are going to move in the high school world. I know that Utah is also kind of jumping into that category. But it'll definitely change the game. I mean, you watch college games, and it has changed how how a high school kid goes to a college team and changes everything.
Wayland's three is no good to end the quarter. That will do it after one. The Tigers are up. It's 19-5. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We'll be back after these messages. It's Tiger basketball on County 10.
Decades, specializing in flooring. County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Casey McClung on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us this season, and go Tigers.
Tigers lead 19-5 as Burns' first three-point attempt is no good, but a rebound does come back for the Bronx. And now the Tigers playing some defense once again. No good on the two-point shot. Stauffenberg with the rebound. As Stauffenberg continues to push the pace, he's got a lane. He's going to take it. He'll score.
Again, quick ball movement by Lander, getting things going here as we saw all of the first quarter.
I believe that's the second coast-to-coast for Stauffenberg, as the Bronx can now kind of play with the Lander defense. They're not set now. Now they do it. It's going to be a turnover after Hogan Allen can't corral the pass.
Things to note so far is Lander's quick offense and their really tight defense, whether they play man-to-man or they play that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, 2-3 zone, kind of the main defense, at least what we see in the first 3 games of the season. Stauffenberg going to go for the reverse and does, and he's already got 6.
Stauffenberg's not letting anything down. If he sees a lane, he's going to take it. Even if there's not a lane, he makes one.
Pass goes out of bounds. Stauffenberg is 3 rebounds and 4 points away from a double-double, just like that.
And we just have started the second quarter.
That's the hard part. Tigers only made 1 3, as the Bronx also did. They took 6 3-point attempts, and another high pass goes out of bounds. Tigers are 50% shooting, 10 of 20 so far, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from the three-point arc. Burns and Tigers played last season, and you're going to have an offensive foul here. It's going to go against Washburn. So that will be... Got the stats all mixed up here. That's Washburn's second foul. So just giving fouls to random people on my stat sheet. Got to work on it here. Stat sheet provided by John Gabrielson as he's calling Wolverine action. Wolverines going 1-1. The Lady Wolverines would fall to Mountain View. Here's a 2-point attempt. Air ball, no good. And Stauffenberg going to try to push the pace again. 23-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Stauffenberg can't get it, and it's no good. Rebound there by the Bronx. It's going to be Allen with the rebound. Chavez will go for 2. Can't get it. He gets his own rebound. Put back, no good. And the Tigers come up with it. It's Lincoln with the rebound, and he'll push it up. McClung, watch out there. You're going to get a foul easily on Lakin. Lakin, excuse me, for apologies for the name pronunciation. For the Bronx fans tuning in. Again, Tigers will play 2 games tomorrow, 11 a.m. They'll also play at 4 p.m., so pretty nice break for the Tigers. Douglas playing 2 games today. They just defeated Wheeling a while ago as Douglas, the number 1 team in Class 3A after the second week of polls were released by the WYO Prep coach and media basketball polls. Lopez, he'll think about 3, takes the 3. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound there by Lincoln as it's going to be a turnover. As Parker Sixby basically rips that out of Chavez's hands. Lopez, easy 2 is good.
But there again, you see the very tight defense by the Tigers, whether that's man-to-man or the 2-3.
Tigers have held the Bronx right now to 5 points. McClung's 2 is good. And you got a timeout taken by Burns as well. And it's going to be, let's see what it is. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Braden Lincoln on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us on this season. Go Tigers.
This is just a strong showing both sides of the court for the Tigers. They lead 27-5. Piasecki now with the basketball for the Bronx. As the Bronx taking multiple timeouts already in this one. Piasecki for 3, hits the back iron, no good, and they're going to say hit the cord, and it's going to be Tiger Basketball either way, as Bronx have gone 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. McClung, drive in, give it off here to Lopez. He'll try to drive in as well. Lopez inside pass to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg was basically behind. Here's a couple misses. He'll put it back up and in and good.
Stauffenberg just hanging out, kind of camping out in the key, getting every rebound he can to put it back up.
29 now to 5. As the Tigers just continuing this performance. 4th game of the season. That's finally good for the Bronx. That's their first score since the first from David. It's now 29-7. Stauffenberg to Lopez. Left side drive in, pump fake, shots up. Nice play there from Lopez.
Lopez able to realize that he could drive in a little bit, put up a floater, and get 2 points out of it.
Piasecki driving in on McClung. McClung pokes it out, and McClung not liking the call. He's going to be called for the foul. Tigers now with 5 that I have. Oh, it makes more sense. They're on the guest side, not the home side on this one. Gotta forget sometimes Lander, on their scoreboard they have Lander, but we're on the road, so things are different nowadays. 5 team fouls for the Tigers. Nice play there from McClung. Stauffenberg with the rebound. It's getting met there by basically 3 Bronx. Now 2 back off. McClung now across the timeline with 3:52 to go in the quarter. McClung to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg pump fake the pass, and then you're going to have a foul on the play. It's going to go against the Tigers. And they're going to give Lopez credit for the foul. That'll be his second. It's the team 6. As Lincoln will check in for Lopez. Wheeling also in for the Tigers. And Brooklyn John also in for the Tigers. Lots more Tigers seeing some action. As David, top of the key, will give it back to Piasecki. Piasecki to Chavez. Chavez right back to Piasecki. As Pizecki drives in, Stauffenberg playing the defense. Nice block there by the Tigers of Brennan Stauffenberg and almost losing the basketball. Stauffenberg corrals it. 3:20 to go. Cross-court pass to Lincoln. Lincoln will drive in. Floater's no good. And it's rebounded there by Chavez in the Bronx. Chavez spin. Shot good. He'll take it coast to coast.
Something we've seen before.
McClung looking for a pass. It's stolen there by David. David can't get it. Putback is good. That was Medlin, who put it back up and in. Underhand pass. Stauffenberg. Shot's no good. Tigers now starting to see their shooting go down just a little bit. Stauffenberg, after the turnover, will put it up and in. Stauffenberg now with 14. It's now 33-11. 6B's three's no good. Lincoln with the rebound. As McClung pushing the pace. McClung, turnover there for the Tigers. 2:08 to go in this one, in the first half. Shot blocked by McClung. As now the Tigers continuing to pace here. McClung loses the basketball, hit his foot. He'll launch a three. That one hits back iron, no good. Rebound there by Brooklyn John. As he gets the pass, and McClung will put it in.
Good pass there by John. He realized that McClung had missed his three, had a wide open lane, gave it right to him, got him to 2 points.
As now you got a block. It's bonus time for the Bronx. McClung is going to be called for the foul. That'll be his second. It's the team's seventh. Parker 6B checks in. Two new Bronx check in. As we're seeing 1-1 coming in. As just looking here, Jared Allen has checked back in. You're also seeing number 3, Cody Hape, check back in. 1-1 is no good there after the attempt there from David. Whelan with the steal. Whelan trying to push the pace, almost lost control. 6B going to try to take it himself, and will get it.
6B for 2.
I feel like a broken record, but the ball movement is outstanding right now by Lander.
Yeah, Whelan had a chance at taking himself. He gives it off, give her a better clean shot, and one of the Bronx goes down. He gets up, is feeling some pain. McClung will take the shot. That's no good, and it's right back to the Bronx, and then you also got David, who is going to come off the court. Hopefully he's okay. He took a couple falls.
Ethan Norris is going to check into the ball game for the Bronx.
Yeah, checks in for David again. Hopefully he's okay. Under a minute to go here. McClung will give it off to 6B. Pass inside. John back to Whelan. Whelan now back to McClung. Tigers just moving the basketball around right now. Again, just looking for a clean shot. 6B back to McClung. McClung bounce pass to 6B. And Whelan's got a wide open three. He's going to take it. Back iron. No good. And you got a foul on the play. 35.2 is where the clock stops. Foul will go against Hape. So Hape with his first. Bronx with 5 fouls. McClung give it off here to John. Pass to Lincoln. Lincoln once bounce, and that's no good. And the Bronx come up with the rebound. It's Lacken with the rebound as that floater's up and good for Norris. And it's now 37-13 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 6B going to try to make it 40. He does.
6B for 3.
Good shot take by 6B to have the ball awareness of a wide open three up top.
6B's got 5 in the ball game. Bronx take a shot. That's no good, and that will end things in the first half. The Tigers, a dominating showing to start this ball game. They only gave the Bronx 13 points in this one. They put up 40, however. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back after these messages. It's Tiger Basketball on County 10.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers and Altitude.
Hey Tiger fans, this is senior Brendan Stauffenberg, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Tigers leading this one early. It's 40-13 at halftime. And Riley, I think as far as you're only 4 games into the season, but definitely so far the best showing on both sides of the basketball.
Like you said, 4 games into the season, they've had they've had a hot start. Their defense is really good right now. Their offense is really good right now. All around the court, they're really good. They're driving in for everything they can take. Even if they can't, if they don't have a line, they're going to make a line. If they have an open 3, they're going to take it. Even if they don't, they're going to shoot it. I mean, they play the 2-3 defense, and eventually sometimes they move back and forth between the 2-3 to a man-to-man, which is kind of, a lot of teams don't see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, 2-3 zone definitely was showing. The Tigers were switching their defense up pretty periodically. I mean, they're just switching things up, giving the Bronx a tough showing so far in the shooting percentages. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. Quarter by quarter, the Tigers put up 19 in the first quarter compared to the Bronx 5. The Tigers would then just do better, 2 points better, 21 in the second to the Bronx 8 points. That just tells you defense is working, offense is superior. The ball movement too, Riley, I think was another story. You mean, you had an opportunity. Wheeling could have definitely taken a shot. It would have been a lot tougher. He gets an easy pass to Sixby for an easy 2. I mean, just the ball movement too in this one so far.
It's like I say, I feel like a broken record when I say that their ball movement right now is fantastic. They're, like I say, they either make a lane or they don't. If they don't make a lane, they pass it out. If they pass it out, they either take the 3 or they don't. And it shows on the stats.
Yeah, let's go right to the stats right there. Stauffenberg, 14 points, leads the way for the Tigers. He's got 3 rebounds. I think he has a lot more, to be honest with you. I might have just gotten this wrong. This is all unofficial stats, so we'll clarify that as well. So, again, Stauffenberg with 14. Lopez has got 9. You got Washburn with 2. Lincoln with 2. You got McClung with 6. Sixby with 5. And knocked a 3 right before the end of the half. And Keaton Iron Eyes has put up 2 points as well. For the Bronx, it's led by Pasecki with 5 points. David, you got Norris, Chavez, and Medlin each all with 2 points. The Tigers right now, 18 of 39 for 46%. Only 3 free throw attempts that were both knocked in by Abe Lopez. 2 for 10 from the three-point line. But when you're getting nice, easy shots inside, too, I mean, the three-point isn't really much needed unless you really want to take some. But Tigers right now, 20%, 2 of 10. For the Bronx, it's 5 of 23 And 1 from 8 from 3, 2 of 3 as well from that free throw stripe as well. Again, 40-13 right now, your score in favor of the Tigers. We're going to step aside as Riley will have a extended Fremont County weekend. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Abraham Lopez, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Tigers lead this one 40-13 as both sides of the defensive side for the Tigers, offensive side as well. Working nice crowd for Lander to show up in this one. Again, Douglas will play after this one. Tigers got 2 games tomorrow, but lots of action happening in Fremont County, Riley.
Tons of things going on. As far as wrestling goes, Wyoming Indian is at the Amone Invite. That is today at Kemmer High School. That has Lander, Riverton, and Wind River. Excuse me. Those 3 teams are not there. Lander, Riverton, and Wind River will be at the Battle in the Bighorns. That is also today. So those 2 different going back and forth. Battle in the Bighorns will also be tomorrow as well. And then they've got some Christmas duels. Shoshone will be hosting. Swimming. Lander has the triangular. That is today. Cody and Lander. And
Sublette County. There you go.
I'm not from Wyoming. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names, so sorry about that. We're getting there. Riverton and Worland are having a duel. That was today in Worland. Lander will be at Green River tomorrow.
I was going to say, with that wrestling, Riverton and Worland, that was actually supposed to happen yesterday. Unfortunately got canceled due to road conditions. So just to kind of clarify things up for the audience out there.
Riverton will also host the Riverton Invitational. That will happen tomorrow. As far as skiing goes, from the Laramie 5K Freestyle, the winner for the girls' race was won by Amaya Eddy from Lander with a time of 17 minutes and 1.6 seconds. And then for the boys' side, that race was won by Otis Bowe with a time of 14 minutes and 43.8 seconds, and he's also from Lander. So 2 Lander athletes winning the skiing race, which I'm not used to saying skiing races because I'm from Utah and we don't have that in high school. But
guys hosted the Olympics though at one point, Salt Lake did. But anyways, but skiing also in Pinedale today and tomorrow as well, as that is your Fremont County weekend. Lots of basketball action too, Riley. I mean, there is so much going on at home. We'll give you guys a lot more as the broadcast goes on, and we'll give you guys a ton of updates tomorrow as we'll have 2 broadcasts as well. We're going to take one more final timeout. Second half coming up. We'll be back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes in the clinic and on the field. Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist, or you need to get therapy from their certified hand therapist, with 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, floor and women's health therapy. So many options to keep you living the lifestyle that you want to live. Find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment. Go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
It's 40-13. The second half about to start here. And this one, we're going to try to give you guys an update with the Lovell Lander game. Unfortunately, the feed for that game is not available right now to give you guys an update. But once I get an update for you guys, we will be sure to get that out to you guys. Again, you can also check out the County 10 Sports Twitter account to get those updates as well. As we're out of the halftime break here, it's Tiger basketball to start things off. McClung will give it to Stauffenberg, kick out to Lincoln, swing it to McClung. He'll launch a distance three. Back iron, no good. Rebound there by Washburn. Stauffenberg will put it in for two.
And I hate to say this again, but really good ball movement by the Tigers to be able to find the open spots down low and get those points up and in.
There's a three. That one is up and good from Cody Hape. Excuse me there for the kind of the rolling tongue I had just a moment ago. 42-16 your score right now. Lopez will pass inside. Nice pass there to Washburn. Waits for the movement. Can't get it to go in though. And it's a rebound there for the Bronx.
Tigers trying to get the ball movement down low for everyone, really. Pass it off to anyone and let anybody get a bucket.
Tigers running a 2-3 zone right now. Looks like with 6:57 to go in the quarter number 3. As that floater's up and good. That is going to be in for Piseski. Stauffenberg, nice pass. He'll get it in and good.
There you go with that quick ball movement up top, passing it into the middle. And, of course, giving it to Stauffenberg.
A fight for the basketball now. Bronx resetting things here. Allen will pass it off here to David. David right back to Pisecky, top of the arc. 6:20 to go. It's 44-18 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Again, the Bronx were kind of figuring out this defense to start things off. Lincoln matches up there with David. Tigers cause a fumble of the basketball. Here's a three-point shot as it hits the backboard. No good. And it's going to be rebounded there from Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg behind the pass to Lopez. No, that one's not good, but it's tipped in by McClung. See if I got a replay, and I definitely did not get the replay right at the end of there, Riley.
It's okay. We're both trying to multitask here, so...
As that one's also good. That is a bucket from Lincoln. I believe it's actually Blacken, excuse me, right there. Again, apologies for mispronunciations. If I do, Lincoln. Give it to McClung. McClung's got a three. He'll take the three, and he'll get the backboard of the three, but Lopez comes up with the rebound. He'll try to put it back up. That's no good.
It's almost stolen by Lincoln down low.
As the Bronx now crossing the timeline, floater from Pisecky. That's no good. Rebound there by McClung. As McClung crosses the timeline, it's 20-46 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Stauffenberg to Lincoln. Lincoln now. Give it off here to Lopez. Lopez to McClung. Bronx showing zone. Stauffenberg pump fake, tries to drive in. He'll be fouled. 2 free throws coming after the foul there. So we'll see who this is on.
Foul's going to be on Cooper Lakin.
Lakin with his second foul. Stauffenberg going to go to the free throw line as he misses that first one. Stauffenberg 58% in the first 3 games of the season. And Stauffenberg has 18 on the game.
As Angel Chavez checks back into the ballgame for the Bronx, and on top of that, Mason Medley.
Stauffenberg's second free throw connects. And it's 47-20. The lead now up to 27 now. Lincoln with the deflection. Bronx still get the pass, beat the press. Here's a drive from David. That's good news that he's back on the court. Lopez comes up with it. So Lopez will cross the pace, and they're going to say offensive foul. David really selling that one off the little contact. I think it was still going to be called regardless, but he basically flies across the court.
Still was going to be called with that extended arm that Lopez gave.
Yeah, sometimes you sell things out just to kind of get the calls, because I remember the first 3 games for both the girls and boys, they were letting both teams kind of play a little aggressively. Now you got players falling all over the place. Here's Chavez. He'll put it up and 1. Yeah, Chavez will go to the free throw line and put 1 in.
Fouls on Whelan. That's his first personal, second team foul here for Lander in the third quarter.
Chavez and 1 attempt is no good. It's rebound there by Lincoln. And Lincoln will bring it up. McClung with the basketball. Can't get it in. 6B with the rebound. And now McClung will take a 3. He'll connect on a 3.
McClung was looking to get rid of it and couldn't find anybody, so he just took the 3.
As David falls on the floor, Lincoln comes up with it. McClung floater shot is good, as McClung's got 13 on the day.
Couple quick offensive plays there for the Tigers.
Chavez trying to break the defense. He'll give it off to David. This is a turnover. This is Whelan. Whelan to McClung. McClung, stop, pop, in. And he's got 15. A timeout taken by the Bronx from Burns, as this might probably be another 30-second timeout. No, they're going to say a full timeout. We'll take one as well. This is Tiger basketball on County 10.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main right here in the middle of town. Cheyenne at Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
As the Tigers lead this one 54-22, Chavez will put it up no good, as that's no good. Put back up there from, Medlin is good. And he's got on the board for the first time in the half. Leak in, drive in, spin, put up is no good. Rebound there by Chavez.
Quick plays here from the Tigers, trying to get things going here in the, I guess you could say, middle of the third quarter.
Chavez, give it off here to David. Kick out to, that's David. He'll put up a 3, and that's good. That was the assist from Allen. I apologize there. As Whelan will give it to 6B. 6B. Back out to Whelan. Whelan sitting up top. 6B inside pass to Lincoln. Iron Eyes has checked into the ball game. Can't get the shot, and it's going to be rebounded there by Medlin. Bronx now trailing 54-27, a 27-point game. We're going to have a foul. And I think McClung will just go away his reaction. It looks like it's going to be on him.
Call block down low. Foul's going to be on Keaton Iron Eyes.
McClung gave the reaction that it was on him. They do not. Brooklyn John checks into the ball game. He'll check in for McClung. Bronx will inbound. Pisecki for 3. This one is no good. And it's going to be rebounded there, and then you're going to get a travel. As the threes for the Bronx doing a little bit better than the Tigers. Actually, they have the same amount of threes, except Tigers have shot one more three-point attempt. Whelan to 6B for 3. That's no good. Medlin with the rebound. It's 54-27, 2:06 to go. Times so far for these games have been on schedule. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. 6B comes up with the steal, and they're going to say it's 6B was pointing that it was Tiger basketball, and they get it.
It's almost as 6B already knew what the official was going to call.
As Iron Eyes will give it off here to Sixby. Again, Keaton Iron Eyes checked into the ball game just a little bit ago. John now. John. Kick out to Sixby. Sixby looks for the inside pass. Lincoln sitting in the post and he can't get it. As again, the Bronx come up. Secchi can't get it. Putback is up and in from Allen. It's now Allen. So I accidentally give it up as Bronx now taking the basketball. That's no good. David slow to get up again. And we got a foul call on the play. It's going to go against the Bronx. And they're going to give it to Allen.
It's going to be Allen's second personal. Second team foul.
Yeah, Tigers with 3 fouls, team fouls in the second half. Sixby, give it to John. John now will take it back to Sixby. 1:08 to go in quarter number 3. As the Tigers up now 29 to 50 or 54-29. Iron Eyes pump fake is up and in.
Iron Eyes for 2.
As Iron Eyes has got 4, it's 56-29 now on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Medlin. Give it off here to David. David now will lose it. Sixby with the basketball. Whelan's going to come up with it. Can't get the basketball. And it will be a turnover. As we'll have a Bronx check in from Burns. It's Cody Hape. Check in for David. As we got under 35 to play here in quarter number 3. Again, live on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. However you may be tuning in, as Iron Eyes is going to be called for the foul there after the drive from Secchi. 22.6 to go after the free throws coming in. Tires thank Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. As Bailey Tire and Auto from Riverton Lander has a huge selection of every kind of tire you could think of. Check them out and stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Pasecki missed his first free throw. He'll take the second one. Rolls. That's no good. Putback is up and in from Medlin as he gets the rebound. Or Medley, excuse me. Iron Eyes. Euro step is up and good.
That's 2 good drives there by Iron Eyes. Not only did he have the pass for the one, but then the drive for the second.
As Sixby, defensive play, as he's going to throw it up. They're not going to count it, but nice play there from Sixby to get the steal. As it's going to be Tiger basketball after the timeout. We'll step aside for the final quarter of action. This is Tiger basketball on County 10.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Tiger basketball brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College, sponsoring our academic spotlight every game. The college students, all the students and staff at LVHS, and wishes them well this school year. We'll get you guys that student of the week just a moment here. Fourth quarter action coming up here. Stauffenberg comes up with the steal for the Tigers. Stauffenberg going to try to drive in. Gave it off here to Whelan. We'll get it in and good.
Good dish off by Stauffenberg to give it to Whelan to see that he had the open shot down on the corner.
Tigers put up 60 now. They lead by 29. Bronx now will give it off here. Bronx actually moving down a classification this season after the reclassification came out by the Wyoming High School Activities Association, as that's, I believe, every couple of years. Stauffenberg with the rejection. As McClung looks for Lopez, will look for Wheeling now it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be going to the Tigers. Your student of the week going to go to Eric Harms, as Eric Harms is your Wyoming Catholic College Lander student of the week. Lopez is going to inbound it. We'll give it to Wheelan. He'll pop a three. That three is no good, and the Bronx come up with the rebound. It's actually going to be Ellie, excuse me.
Stauffenberg with another stuff down low.
As Lopez gets it, almost goes out of bounds as that one goes in.
Good shot by Lopez to take that little back step, dig into the defender, and take the ball off the high glass.
Here's the drive from Pisecki. That's no good. Stauffenberg now has the basketball. He pushes the pace. He'll try to do his own Euro step. Can't get him. McClung will put it up and in. That's good.
Really good offensive rebounds by the Tigers.
McClung with 17. You got 3 Tigers in double digits. Stauffenberg with 19. Lopez with 11. McClung with 17. As he gets that put back in there, Bronx now trails 64-17 or 31. As that's going to be a foul. That foul will be calling Stauffenberg. As the Tigers have put, or no, that's on the shot, excuse me. No bonus yet. Tigers only with 5 team fouls. First free throw, no good. There from, excuse me, back in.
Angel Chavez checking back into the ball game for the Bronx. And on top of that, Carter David.
As second free throw is good, as the Bronx go 1-2 that free throw trip, and Lacken, excuse me, Lopez, he's got a 3. He'll launch a 3. He'll connect on the 3. And you got a timeout taken by Burns. It's a full timeout, as we will take one as well. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
Bronx basketball as they trail 67-32 as the Bronx will take that three-point shot. That's no good. And it's Lopez with the basketball. He'll give it off here to Wheelan. Stauffenberg spin. Put back is up and good.
Good move by Stauffenberg down low. Basically playing bully ball not only on the defense but also on the offense.
He's got 21 in the ball game. Chavez was looking, is stolen there. He's looking for David. Lopez will come up with it and he'll put it in and good. Lopez with, 16 on the game.
Going to see a couple Tigers checking in at the next dead ball.
Is Lopez almost with another steal. Pisecki drives in. Pisecki will give it off here. This is Habe. He'll pass inside for, Lackland. He can't get it. Stauffenberg with the rebound. Stauffenberg, top of the arc. He'll launch a 3. This one is a little bit short as Washburn was looking for the save, and they will give it to the Bronx. Just going to see some check-ins here. 4:53 to go in this one. So I believe the Tigers have only taken one timeout in this entire game. Chavez, as Lincoln, Iron Eyes, John, and Sixby have checked in. Chavez will put it in for 2.
Lander not backing down on the offense, not slowing anything down, still giving it 100% as they drive down the floor.
It's 34 now to 71 to 34. Lopez going to try to drive in. He gets fouled. Probably get Chavez with the, or no, they're going to give it to David. That's his second. John to Sixby. Sixby for three. No, hits the top of the backboard. Lopez will end up with it. On the play, Lopez give it to Iron Eyes. No, it's going to be taken there by the Bronx. Misecki's got a 1-on-2, and he'll just back up, reset this thing. Chavez, launch a three. That's no good. Sixby with the rebound. As he gets Lopez. Lopez. I'm assuming he saved that. That was pretty much almost going all the way to the other end of the basket.
He did save that. That ball would have been out of bounds if he hadn't have grabbed it.
Burns tries to put it up. That's no good. Sixby with the rebound. As Lopez is looking for John. Just a little too much on that one. And we're going to see 5 new Bronx check in with the final 3:47 left in this one. As the Tigers leading this one 73 to 34. Basically, with this pace, Tigers are going to go 500, 2-2 on the season with a game against Wheatland, which they fell to Lander's second game tomorrow. That second shot hits back iron, no good. Iron Eyes with the rebound. And that one will go out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Burns. It's going to say Wheatland fell to the second game that Lander's going to play tomorrow in the number 1 team in 3A, Douglas. Lopez has checked out of the ball game. As really a great effort by everybody for Lander in this one. The defense, the offense, the ball movement, as we'll hopefully get a interview with head coach Stu Mullins after this one. 2 attempts there for the Bronx are no good. Iron Eyes comes up with the rebound. Wheelan will give it to Lincoln. Lincoln to John. John will launch a three. John will connect on a three.
It's like I said, Tigers not backing down with still 3 minutes left here in the fourth. 76 to 34. Tigers are on top.
Lead is up to 42 for the Tigers. Again, stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. John will come up with the steal. John will try to put it up and in, and one.
Good job by John to be able to pick up that ball, draw a foul, and be sent to the line for an and one.
Jared Allen with the foul. That's his third. John's and one conversion is no good, and it's going to be Bronx basketball. Tigers now lead right now 78 to 34 as, again, the Tigers with another steal. Wheelan's going to try to put it up. That's no good. And rebound will go for Allen. Allen, bounce pass to Medley. Here's a three-point attempt by the Bronx. That's no good as that attempt there was by Hogan Allen. And got a foul on Lincoln. Braden Lincoln with his first, or excuse me, that's his third. I'm a little off on my foul count. Chavez checks in. Final 97 seconds. The clock now in mercy rule, as the clock will not stop from here on out, even though there's about 90 seconds left, as the bounce pass there from John was stolen by Chavez. And the Tigers now will go to 2-2 on the season. And will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. against Wheatland. And then 4 p.m. against Douglas. We'll have both games live on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. You can also catch the video streams on YouTube and Facebook. As well as we approach the final 60 seconds of this one. Yeah, we are trying to get an update from Lander Valley for the Lady Tigers. Unfortunately, their feed for the NFHS is not working right now. And that is good for the Bronx. It's 78 to 36. 33 seconds left to go. Chavez can't get it in. And it's rebounded there by the Tigers. And Wheeling will just bring it up for the final part of it, and we'll just hold on to it as Wheeling will have to dribble it. He'll have to either pass it off here or give it off as Chavez trying to play some defense. 8 seconds to go. Wheeling will give it off here to John, and that will do it here from Douglas High School today for Lander, as it's a 78-36 victory over the Burns Broncs. Lander goes to 2-2. Broncs drop to 2-3 on the season. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We'll give you guys the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor. Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
A couple of technical difficulties right at the end, but we're able to stay on for this stream. Tigers get the 78-36 win. It's a 42-point margin. And Riley, I mean, there's many things that contributed to this win today.
Yeah, I mean, many things you could really say all around. I mean, the offense, the defense, the offensive plays, the defensive plays, as I would call it, all around the ball. I mean, they played literally everything so well, which this is only their 4th game of the season.
Yeah, and that's a good way to really get this thing going. You start the last week with 2 straight losses, and you get one here before tomorrow when you have 2 games. Luckily, the time difference between that first and second game is pretty favorable for the Tigers. Again, you're looking at the warm-up of Douglas versus Lovell that is coming up on this one. But again, we can't get you guys an update for the Lady Tigers game, unfortunately, against Lovell due to some technical difficulties at Lander Valley. Hopefully, again, you can check out the County 10 Sports Twitter soon. That we will hopefully get an update, and I will check with head coach Melinda Cox too, as well as again, we'll give our Lander Medical Clinic player of the game to Kason McClung on his performance. I mean, everything was just working out here, as we'll get a couple interviews as well from the players, as well as Stu Mullins and Abe Lopez, Brendan Stauffenberg on their way up. Stauffenberg finishes with 21 points on the day, Abe Lopez with 18, McClung with 17. That's a pretty good deal for the Tigers right there, as well as taking a look quarter by quarter. Tigers started the game with 19 points in the first quarter, 21 after that, and then 18 and 20. So you're improving at least in the second quarter, as well as we are going to get head coach Stu Mullins on the microphone here, as well as it's a tough way to get up here in the stands as well. Head coach Stu Mullins, and coach, congrats on the win, but I think overall, the entire phase of the game, the defensive side, the offensive side, ball movement, I mean, just everything seemed to have worked out today for you guys.
Yeah, it did. Obviously a different level of competition, but, like we talked about, every game is a challenge, and this challenge was how do we sustain and maintain and not try to sink to another team's level, and we did that. How long were they at 5? I think they, probably had an 8 or 9 minute scoring drought there in the first half. And that was all our defense, just being in really good positions. So it was awesome.
What kind of, just the confidence of this win carrying it into tomorrow, what does it do, especially with a win when you get a 42-point victory margin?
Yeah. Anytime you can build some confidence that way and see the ball go through the hole and everything that you kind of prepare for, it kind of works, against a team like that. And so it's good for the kids to see that. But they'll just get continued confidence with everything that we're doing, in a game like that.
You talk about scoring as some of the things that you were kind of looking for, at least in this tournament. It's only one game, but how did you feel that the scoring went? I mean, not talking score-wise, but just in general from your eyes.
Yeah, well, we shared the ball. That was the biggest difference between this weekend and last weekend. Kids were really looking for each other. We were very aggressive in transition, and so we're confident that we can score even against good teams. I mean, we showed that last week too, and so it's just a matter of being consistent and getting the right kind of shot every time down the floor. And if we do that, win or lose, you're in the right position.
Me and Riley were basically being a broken record for the entire game. We were saying the ball movement too. There was one that just kind of stood out. Whelan could have taken an easy layup, but he gives it off for a better, more open shot. Just the ball movement in that one, I think, was really something that kind of popped my eyes out.
Yeah. It was, and that was great. I mean, something we definitely emphasized over the week. And Burns was struggled. I mean, they rotated between a 1-2-2, a 2-3, and man. And I've been on that other end too, where anything you throw out there, it just doesn't seem to work. And our kids shot the ball well. We got extra opportunities, but they really struggled to guard us in transition.
So tomorrow you guys get a short rest. You're back at 11 a.m. and you got also taking on the number 1 team in Douglas just tomorrow. Especially now you got to have 2 games. What are you be looking forward with 2 games tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what's kind of fun about this time of year. It's going to be Douglas's 4th game by the time we play them. It'll be our 3rd. You're here to play basketball, and that's what you want to do. We talked to the team. It's just progressively going to get harder this weekend. Wheatland is a lot better than Burns, and Douglas is a heck of a lot better than Wheatland. So it's going to be a good challenge to see if we can rise to the occasion each time.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you tomorrow as we'll get set for Wheatland versus Lander.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Perfect, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184. Eyes on Fremont is a proud supporter of student athletes and athletics all across Fremont County. Ensuring crisp and clear vision is only one part of first-rate eye care. In addition to testing visual activity, the doctors at Eyes on Fremont focus on the comprehensive and long-term health of your eyes and vision. Eyes on Fremont uses the latest technology such as digital imaging to inspect your eyes thoroughly during a comprehensive eye and vision assessment. Stop in at 111 South Broadway, Riverton, or call 856-9000 for an appointment today. Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Your Tigers come out with a 42-point victory, 78-36. As thanks again to head coach Stu Mullins for always coming up and chatting with us after every game as well, and just talking about everything, just how they were to build a lead and then sustain that lead. I think that was something, Riley, that was also a good sign from the Tigers today.
You know, definitely a good sign from what we saw today, because it's definitely something we've seen before. Now, granted, like I keep saying, they've only played 4 games, this being their 4th, but usually when a team has the lead, that other team that they're playing against does come back with it. Lander, in this case, was able to keep it up and keep their points going, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. And I know I've said that all game. I feel like I'm a broken record, but their defense, their offense, their
Passing,
defensive
shooting,
on the, everything was good. Passing, defense, rebounds, especially rebounds. I got to take rebounds as one we don't really see on the Tiger side for defense.
Yeah, I did my best to try to keep a rebounding stat for you, Riley. I had 29-19. That's definitely not correct, but again, we're taking unofficial stats as well. As the Tigers finished with 14 team fouls to Burns' 6, so Burns playing a cleaner game as far as foul trouble goes as well. The Tigers would shoot 49% unofficially. I had them 35 for 72. And Riley, another thing was more opportunities at the basket. Lander had 72 opportunities as far as field goal percentage goes, and then you had the Bronx 15 of 47 for 32%. So a lot more opportunities, and we're talking about the defensive side creating more opportunities as well. The Tigers would go 5 of 20 from 3 unofficially, and then the Bronx would go 3 of 15 unofficially from 3 as well. As taking a look at some individual stats again, Kason McClung, your Lander Medical Player of the Game, as we'll make sure he gets a t-shirt next week, as well as we do have to give 2 more tomorrow at 11 and also 4 p.m. against the number 1 ranked team, the Douglas Bearcats. McClung finished with 17. Stauffenberg led the point total with 21. Lopez got 18 on the day as well. You had Keen Iron Eyes with 6 points, 6 with 5. Whalen and Lincoln each got 2 points apiece. Washburn also finished with 2. I believe he did actually have more. I might have given somebody else an extra point, but either way, Brooklyn John finishing with 5 points as well. So that's multiple Tigers finishing the day with at least in the point statistical category as well. But overall, just a fantastic day for the Tigers, especially just building confidence to the next one. And now you heard Stu Mullins just a moment ago. Just you got Wheatland, who's a little bit as far as competition-wise, and then you got obviously Douglas as well. We'll preview things coming up tomorrow. We'll step aside for one more final timeout. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes in the clinic and on the field. Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist, or you need to get therapy from their certified hand therapist, with 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, floor and women's health therapy. So many options to keep you living the lifestyle that you want to live. Find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment. Go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Wrapping up the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, as again, just giving you guys an update. Again, we won't have any Lady Tiger broadcast tomorrow. We're trying to give you guys an update of that Lovell game against Lander. They were, unfortunately, again, there's some technical difficulties going on that end that we can't actually watch the game as well. But we do have a Wheatland final as well, as Wheatland did defeat the Lady Tigers 43-38 in that one as well. Again, we'll try to give you guys updates throughout the tournament for the Lady Tigers. I believe they also have two games tomorrow. I'm not sure. I know one of them is against Douglas. That's the 4 p.m. game. And then we will figure out the other one is Burns. Burns is the first game tomorrow at 12:30. Again, we have 11, and then we also have a 4 o'clock game tomorrow. We'll give you guys all that action on County 10's YouTube and Facebook page. You can also catch it on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, Lander, Wyoming. Riley, any final last thoughts before we call it a night here from Douglas?
You know, something that we saw today, obviously good defense, good offense, but the point spread. For everyone to be able to get at least some points on the board, whether it was 2, 4, 6, 8, you call it, you name it, everyone at least got some points up on the board, and that's the first time we've seen that all season.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure things out before my computer dies on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe 9 or 10 that actually got on the point total, and everybody at least got some playing time that was suited up today, as we'll see a lot more action. I think you're going to see this more as the season progresses. Tigers, unfortunately, don't have a game after tomorrow until January 5th against Rollins again. We'll give you guys more details about that later on, as again, 2 games tomorrow, 11-4. Again, you can catch those. We'll give you guys we'll get a social media post out for all the games. Riverton as well. John Gabriel said we'll have the final day of the Flaming Gorge Classic coming back tomorrow as well. You can tune into those games on 105.1 Jack FM, or again here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. And that will do it here for day 1 of the Douglas Classic. Again, big shout out to Jared Anderson, Radio Control. Riley, you're doing a lot of work. I appreciate you running a camera, doing everything, taking charge of the Fremont County weekend. You're doing a lot more stuff, and that will do it for us. For Riley Bouillon, Jared Anderson, and the entire County 10 crew, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Lander Basketball on County 10.